I put out a mixtape, nothing happened. Right? Like 6 months later. It was that piff, of course. It was that piff. That's the shit, right? So this is a decade we're talking right now. This is 2010 to 2020. And look, nothing happened when I put out the mixtape. Like 500 people downloaded it, and I was always a thinker. I'm a nigga that uses his brain. Like you got to do that to get out of, to make it out the hood. You need that. It ain't gonna be just muscle. So I was like, all right, let me figure out how to build my distribution network. What I mean by that was, let me figure out how to get the blogs. I know blogs weren't trying to hit me, they weren't fucking with me, so I came up with a fake blog, a fake PR. I invented a PR. I needed something that sounded fancy. I was like, it gotta sound sexy, you gotta be gender ambiguous, race ambiguous, and sound college educated. Taylor 4, Taylor Foor. So Taylor 4. And I knew, listen, this person, Taylor 4 at Taylor 4 PR, was so reputable, right? Because you know they'd been somewhere, they'd lived somewhere, they had a life, and they weren't just emailing you about nothing. They had something they wanted to communicate with you about. And it worked. My nigga, it worked. And Nah. I jumped right on. That was it. I started with me. Because well, the blogs started to pay attention. One of the very first blogs that they really fucked with me was Confusion's blog is called Pigeons and Planes. Thank you. Pigeons and Planes. The very first one. And I remember Confusion, it was just him by himself, like in his college dorm or something like that. And he ain't know it was me and my homie talking to him from other emails called Taylor 4. And then we used that, we leveraged it. We got more blogs and a few more blogs. So the distance between the first mixtape and the second mixtape I put out in the same year was 6 months. So I was thinking all I needed to do was gain a little bit of more of a network of distribution. I put it out and 20,000 people downloaded it. Just showing you like a little bit of the distance. I've always been a kid that just used his mind. I use my brain. I don't got nothing else. And that raised some eyebrows when I finally got the second one going, and then I wrote a song for a friend. I'm kind of giving you the expedited version. I wrote a song for a friend right after that. And because I developed this entire network of blogs and I figured I could control a certain amount of music going out to them, I figured I had a record label. If I knew how to make music, I had a distribution network. All I needed was more product, and I got a label. All I wanted to do was be a self-made nigga, my own hero. So that was enough. So I started, in my mind, I started the label. And I wrote a song for a friend of mine. I realized that singing like melody got you further in rhythm from a musical standpoint. I'm Guyanese, so this was something I understood just growing up. Like melody is universal and rhythm is, sometimes it can be niche, sometimes it can be subcultural, something is rhythm. You get me? Anyway, I wrote a song for a friend, and then it gained some traction, and it led me to songwriting. And then I started down that process. Yeah. Facts. They did. They changed a bunch of people's careers. Me, it was just a small start of a really long story. They didn't have a significant impact, but it's a part of the story nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Like some of it is a little bit of fortune, a little bit of luck, a lot of timing, just being hella patient. But it's fact. That's what happened. So my homie James Samuel, the Bullets, one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet. he invited me to this thing he does called a saloon in LA. I'm not from LA, I'm from New York. I spent my whole life in New York, and I only been coming to LA for like 4 years, right? So most I'd ever spent in LA at any given time was like 2 months. And he was like, yo, come to LA, come do this thing called a saloon. I'm like, what the fuck is a saloon? He like, my nigga, you know who I am, so you know what it is, right? And it's certain people, you just respect them enough that if they, yeah, just pull up, don't say nothing. So it's like, all right, I pull up. I don't know what I'm doing, but I pull up. I pull up to this regular house, and like what in my mind is Hollywood Hills. Remember, I ain't been here too many times, so I don't know what hill is what hill, but it's Hollywood Hills, right? So I pull up to this regular house, and there's 2 guards standing outside. It's a lady like, I don't know why it's dramatic like this, but this is the story. Let me just tell it to you as it came. Right? So it's raining outside, and my homie dropped me off, and we in just a regular Toyota Corolla or whatever it is. And these 2 guards standing outside. They said, "What's your name?" I say, "Saint." They said, "Okay." Walk me up some small steps to another set of guards, and then walk me into small steps into a door. But it's a regular house. I walk into a regular house. There's maybe a regular house with 3 bedrooms in LA could fit maybe 100 people in the whole house, right? Like nothing super fancy. Like, you know, it's like rich people where you don't know where that's where the money's at. You get me? Where the land is expensive, not the house. That's what we talk about. So I walk in, but I ain't know at the time. Boom, it hit me. I see Morgan Freeman in the corner. I see, not Morgan Freeman, Lawrence, thank you. Lawrence Fishburne. I'm tripping. I'm mixing up names. Forrest Whitaker, Lawrence. Yeah. So Lawrence Fishburne over there. Who's Jay-Z's in the corner somewhere? Al Pacino's in the corner here. Quincy Jones, right? Just things that you would never seen in your whole life. And my homie, he's a musician and he's a director, so it makes sense. He travels these incredible circles. In the middle of Ty's in the corner right here standing by the couch, right? So I'm there because what they're doing is a jam session. Listen, I guess you get to a certain point of success and opportunity and you can have a jam session, my nigga. My whole life in the hood, I ain't never had no jam session, but this shit was lit. So it's a jam session and niggas got instruments and people are really there jamming, right? So James is in the middle and he conducted it, sort of like a conductor. And you people got small little drum percussive things. I'm forgetting niggas' names because I don't usually talk about things like this. Like this is usually. I appreciate it. I'm trying to remember all the names. There's a lot of important people in the room, and everybody got instruments. And Steven Tyler goes and starts performing Walk This Way, and he's right there, bro. I ain't no gas, no bullshit. I would never lie to you. Steven Tyler's right there, and Quincy Jones is right there, and Al Pacino's sitting right there. And when I right there, literally means half a foot, 8 inches in this to this right, to this left. Like real life, this is happening. Steven Tyler doing Walk This Way. And I'm like, I mean, it's Steven Tyler. Even if you don't know who he is, you know who he is. So let's not play with ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Pause. And a pause. Add a pause to it just to make it efficient. Yeah. Right? So, still got to add the pause. That's what we got. All right? Yes. He's doing Walk This Way. RZA and Brett Ratner walk in the room. Right in the living room, bro. The living room is no more than 10 by 10. Maybe fuck it, 12 by 12. They rich. Just add some. It can't be that big. Jay Electronica is by the fireplace right here. This is the most unbelievable thing. It just never happens. I didn't know I was gonna be there. And my man James, after Steven Tyler does Walk This Way, James is like, all right, cool. Now introducing St. John. I'm like, nigga, right now? Like, everybody want their shot, but maybe not right now. Like, at least put the nigga between us. You get what I'm saying? Like, at least, yeah, and just like that. Reflex. It's a record I did called Reflex. It goes, picture me balling, Picture me with the fifth of Henny, something foreign. Picture me riding around here with a banjo. Picture me blunting with the tints on the window. Like it's my life story. Like I'm imagining things that I was hoping for. That I was in a room with some shit that I'd hoped I'd been in. Like, just surreal shit that just never happens. You know, that shit just, it don't happen once in your life, much less twice. And I caught it 3 times. Ah. It's an acoustic performance. I'm on somebody's on guitar, somebody's on like drums, somebody's on bass. Bro, I bodied it. You could be polite if you want. I bodied it. It couldn't feel any better because I'm in a space where only I know what the rules are. I wrote the song, I made the rules. I'm just singing my song after Steven Tyler. I can't miss. Like that's how I felt. I'm like, this is great. Right. Yeah. I mean, you got to think, right? Because at the time I'm in that room, Jay-Z had been Jay-Z for 2 decades. So, and Tata had been Tata for 2 decades. So as comfortable as I feel, and I know I'm in there with Brooklyn niggas, I'm in there with Brooklyn legends. I'm in there with heroes of the world. So either I'm comfortable or I'm uncomfortable. And it don't matter who else is next to me. Because to the left is a legend, to the right is a super legend. Just things that just don't happen. So I'm comfortable because I accept that I belong there. Because if you tell me to go, I can go at the speed that only I design for myself. Outside of that, I'm either me or I'm nervous. Oh man, you, I've never had to think about that. You're really making me have to think about something I've never given thought to. Yeah, he was dope. Incredible. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think I might be evenly matched right now. I think I might be just as good at performing songs as I am at creating them. I think I might have caught up. Maybe at some point I might have been afraid that I was better at one because I didn't have as much practice at the other. But they're right there, neck and neck. I'd be disappointed if I had to choose one, and I'm glad I don't gotta choose one. Because when I perform the records, I don't even perform them like I recorded them. It's almost like a brand new song. Anybody you've ever heard been to a show, man? I'm not sure if you know anybody that has, but the songs they happen again in like real life, right there in front of you. Because they happening for me, and I figure, listen, true story. Nigga, I don't want boy myself. I'm up there and I want it to be exciting for me too. So even if no matter what happens here tonight, I'm going home and I'm gonna clap for myself. So let's just, let's accept this. Listen, they might have limited me. I don't want to be limited to just hip hop. If I got the best skin, let a nigga live. I got it. I got it. I got it. Give it to. I mean, of course, if you love yourself, you take care of yourself. Anything you love, you want to keep and keep in good order. I definitely got a routine. No, I believe in that too, but I'm a double down. So it's that plus I doubled the bet. Yeah. I mean, look, it's basic essential things, right? You don't got to overthink it. Good moisturizer is gonna go a long way. Always, always, always lotion. That's just something I got from my mom. I'm Guyanese, so growing up, my mom would lather us in petroleum jelly because you pour. So Vaseline is lotion to poor people. So I had extra coats going to school with Vaseline on me, right? So I grew up inherently in my mind knowing you gotta moisturize. So I don't skip a day. Ain't no days off with that. If you moisture, you can't. Ain't no days off. You don't skip those days. So a lot of water and a lot of moisture. That simple, that'll change your life. Just that. Drinking water frequently and moisturizing daily. Yeah, I agree. You know what?